Hey, come on, take a ride. There's a party over here and there ain't no jive. It's live, live, all the way live. Don't even have to walk, don't even have to drive. This slide, glide, slippity slide. Forget about the troubles in your 9 to 5 and just sail on. That's what you do, you just sail on. Now this groove so funky said, what did you think? What is it called? It's called Lakeside Steak. Boom, boom, ba-doom, boom. Come along and ride on a fantastic voyage. Boom, 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 boom. I'm the captain of this vessel. We wanna take you on a cruise. All around the land, music is in hand. Huh! We wanna play it for you. You see, we like to be your crew of entertainers, jam to the beat. Jam, don't let nothing restrain you. Oh, we just want you to be nothing but pleasure, musical pleasure. I am not going to continue with that. Look, guys, this is a cruise ship, all right? And it will take you on a fantastic voyage if it wasn't contaminated with coronavirus. But what do we care? We're going bar hopping! Yeah! What's up? Bar hopping. Look here, guys. Today I was online, and of course, you know, I told you I'm looking at things I'm going to be spending my silver on. And I'm sure the cruise line's going to be going again at some point. They're going to be in a different iteration than we see here now. You know, they'll probably have the ships and stuff, but who knows how it's going to be set up, you know, to be antibacterial and accommodate, you know, any of the CDC or the WHO's requirements and stuff. But I saw Regent of the Seas, which is a premium cruise line, and I saw Carnival out of Florida. They were setting sail like next month on cruises. So they're pretty optimistic about what they think is going to happen. Anyway. The thing I found fascinating about it is Celebrity had dropped their prices a little bit on their cruise cost, but Regent had not. They were just kind of sitting there going, hey, we're going to go ahead and charge top dollar. Oh, man, you ever been on the back deck on one of these? It's so much fun. Anyway, so this is Regent. And it doesn't look like they're going to cut corners anywhere. I wonder how many people are going to be on that ship. It might be one of those things to where social distancing isn't going to be a problem because there'll be nobody on the ship. But forget about all that. We're going bar hopping. Hey! Oh! Now look here, guys. It's Easter. It's Easter weekend. And I'm not meaning to sound somber. I am serious, dead serious when I say I appreciate everything Christ did by dying for me. This is my belief. If everyone's not on board, hopefully someday you will be. But I am not here to cast any kind of, pressure or influence on anybody. Believe what you want to believe. I believe in my Lord Jesus Christ. I think he made things real easy for me. I'm already bought and paid for. Death has already been won over, and I get to go home with him when my time is up. That being said, I'm going to feel good about the Easter weekend, and it's time to go to the bar and get a drink. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. And by the way, for you guys that think Jesus has something to do with alcohol, he actually created some really good wine at this one wedding when his mom bugged him about it because the host said, hey, man, we're running out of wine and stuff. So Jesus had him gather a bunch of huge, stand-up jars full of water, filled them with water, and then he blessed the water and it turned into wine, and it turned out that wine was better than the best stuff that guy had. And so, man, and then, later on when we join him in heaven and we're going to have dinner, and we're going to drink of the vine again with him, eating all kinds of good, treats and lamb and all that stuff. Amen. It's going to be good times. Okay. Onward to the bar. Now, first bar you go to is actually not really a bar. It's just, dinner someplace, maybe a Mexican restaurant. You have margarita or something like that. You just have like a little dinner drink and stuff. No big deal. All right. So you got out there, you're full. You got food in your system, you have your margarita and stuff, maybe have two, depending on the flavor, right? You love your margaritas and stuff. And this margarita here is a poured bar. It's got a stamp on it. I can't really tell what that says. But it is from a coin dealership in the capital city, Nooney Metals. Interesting. And yeah, a nice poured 1 ounce bar. No, 2 ounce bar. It's a poured 2 ounce bar. And let's see, what's this here? Yes, 999 fine silver, 2 troy ounces. Excellent. Love poured bars. It's a tiny poured bar. And this bar here actually belongs to G-Man. I borrowed it from him to go bar hopping. And so this is our bar for the night where we have our dinner drinks and stuff. And now on to the next bar. And the next bar is probably, just a regular bar where people hang out and stuff. They got a jukebox and everything and, plenty of bad peanuts and a pool table and stuff. So it's more like a sports bar. And they got some sports screens on and stuff. And you're sitting there and you're having yourself, maybe a couple of beers or something like that. No big deal. Just sitting around sipping and drinking and everything like that. And then, one of the girls, if you have girls with you, they always want to what? They always want to go dancing. So now it's time to go to a club. You're going to the club, you're dancing and stuff, and you're getting your club drinks, and, they got umbrellas in them, and they got all kinds of fruity little, bits and stuff, and all kinds of decorations on them. They cost $40 a piece, and then you got to tip them $10, but it's okay, because now you're out there, and that's the reason you're out to have fun. Guys, I'm going to tell you something. Once this virus deal, this social, distancing, and all this stuff kind of blows over, and we're back to our old things again, we are definitely going to want to cut loose and spend some serious capital, which is why I hope us silver stackers have the opportunity to flaunt, what we've saved so diligently for and have really, really good purchasing power so we can go out and partake in a lot of those luxury items, luxury lifestyles and stuff. And, of course, treat our friends and family, take care of them. That's first and foremost. All right, so you had a couple of beers at the sports bar here. Oh, at the dance club. I'm sorry, you had a couple of mixed drinks at the dance club. And now it's time to go to like the younger people's dance club because now you're half lit. You're lit. You don't care. And this is the club that you're going to have to go to. And they've got a bouncer by the door, right? And, he's like, hey, if you're not cute enough or young enough, you have to wait to get in. So you finally get in. And now they've got all kinds of crazy things. They've got people swinging off of chandeliers, and they've got, bars and posts where there's chicks dancing on them and stuff. And they've got these chairs that look like barber chairs, but they're not barber chairs. You know the chairs I'm talking about, don't you? Yeah, that's right. The chairs I'm talking about are ones where they serve like the Russian apples and they pour like the shots in your mouth and maybe a little Everclear. I love myself some Everclear and stuff. And they spin you around after they put the drink in you, and you just don't remember much after that. The lights are swirling around everything. Finally, after so many hours of partying and dancing, you go to the little quiet place. And the quiet place, it's not really a bar, it's a lounge. And actually, you're thinking that, you kind of want to have coffee or maybe some water at this point because you drank yourself, into a stupor. And you know that, you're drunk when, no matter how still you try to stay, you're still moving. Yeah, that kind of drunk where your hearing's faded a little bit. Yeah, that's right. Silver 5150's been there, man. Back before I dried out in 2003, man, I used to tie them on. I used to tie them on good. Woke up in some strange places, found the bottom, and got out of there. So that was me. So you've spent some time at the lounge and you're chilling out and everything like that. And so here's what's great is, in the morning, you might not feel that bad because right now you feel pretty good. You go to bed feeling good. You have weird dreams. You start spinning a little bit. You stick your leg out in the bed and put it on the floor. Put your foot on the floor to stop the spinning. Okay, and then finally you fall asleep. Well, you wake up the next morning and it didn't turn out the way you thought. You do have the hangover from hell. And because the hangover's from hell, we're back to Jesus because you're praying to him. And depending on how much you drank, you're praying to him in between projectile ejections, if you get my drift. You're praying to the Lord, but you're kneeling at the porcelain altar. You had too much, but you're saying, Lord, if you could just get me through this. If you could just take away the pain and take away my suffering. I know I shouldn't have went out and drank that much. I know I shouldn't have partied that hard and stuff. But if you go easy on me, Lord, today, if you just stop the pounding in my head and the dehydration, sickness, and all that, I will never ever drink again. Right? Yeah, you know what? Here's the thing. God is always with us, and he's always, looking out for us. He lets us take chances and do things that we aren't supposed to do, whatever's in our best interest. He tries to keep us alive, because he has plans for us and stuff. But a lot of times we like to just kind of go out and do whatever the heck we want. Do whatever the heck we want, and we pay for that. So let's go through what went wrong last night. So here we have the 2 ounce poured bar we got from a coin dealer. And that's from Noonie Metals, all right? And then we have the 1 ounce generic Morgan theme silver bar that's in a capsule, all right? Capsule always good. Now here's something you guys probably haven't seen in a while. That this is a 10 ounce Geiger Edemetal loaf bar. Well, it's not a loaf, but it is a hunk, and I guess you would call it a loaf. And this has the, security line features on it for Geiger. So security line features, if you shine an infrared light on the back of this 10-ounce bar, it will actually give you a light blue infrared signal back, and you'll know that it's authentic. But in case that's still not enough, they've got the serial number right here, pasted on the bottom. Now I'm going to tell you guys and be honest with you, these bars, when they come in, come to your house, they come in a plastic container. Well, it's not even plastic. It's like plastic wrap, and it's shrink wrapped on here. And that wrap is not very durable. If these bars run into any kind of problems, the shrink wrap starts to nick away and tear away and stuff. And then you start to gain spotting, toning spots all over the bar. It makes the bar look really ugly. So before the show, I'll be honest with you, I got the easiest clean out. I took the wrapper off. And I already sold this bar, by the way, to my security guy. Demolition Man. And so I dipped it, and look at it now. It's absolutely gorgeous. You should have saw it before. I should have did it before and after. But it was absolutely gorgeous. So now I got to figure out how I'm going to resecure this thing, because like Silver Game of Thrones was saying today, a lot of these bars don't want to fit in the cases like they're supposed to. All right, the Samurai bar doesn't fit perfectly either, but it fits better than, say, the Silvertown bars. And so anyway, so that's the Geiger Edmontal. I guess loaf bar, or 10-ounce, press bar. All right, and here we have the Samurai bar. Now, guys, I'm going to tell you something. You want to talk about a silver warrior? All right, I was at work today, and I was doing data entry, and I was so like strung out, just tired and worn out from the week, and I wasn't with it. I wasn't having it. I was not in the game at all. And Silver Game of Thrones, if you haven't checked out his channel, man, you are missing it. All right, this guy, man, he is a fiery European. I love him. He's a silver brother in the word, for real. He went off today. Oh my God, he went off. The show he did today kicked so much butt, man. I was sitting there, I had my headphones on, I was at work, and I was like, yeah, yeah. And people were like, what are you cheering about? And I'm like, oh, sorry, dude, he went off today. So if you haven't watched Silver Game of Thrones, please do that. I'm going to put a link to the one video that I saw today down in the comments, man. And you guys check that out. He really, really showed out today. And he made some really good points today about why silver is a good investment, why we invest in silver and stuff. And I just called a bunch of different criteria out on its, just called out on his crap. And just really, really made the case, man. I thoroughly enjoyed that show today. So shout out to Silver Game of Thrones. And, man, just absolutely stunning show today. All right, and then finally we have, of course, you guys have seen this before. This is the Valcambi 100 times 1 combi bar, of course. And this is the refined bar. This is the gentleman's bar. This is the bar you keep in your breast pocket, and you can make many, many purchases with it. Or you can give the whole thing away to Lisa Jet or something if you want to get the hell out of Dodge. If that's your thing. Of course, and then, of course, the 1 ounce Atmex engravable Christ and the Crossbar, which is a very beautiful bar. And I think one of the subscribers was asking if they could buy one off the G-Man. And G-Man says that he is willing to part with a couple of them. Just got to agree on the price, and then he doesn't want to be responsible for shipping. So hopefully, Rita, if you're out there and you're watching this show tonight, you heard that. And if not, I'm going to message you anyway. And you guys can talk turkey and see if you can get yourself a couple of these bars from a G-Man. I don't have any. I don't sell silver anyway. But yeah, that's going to be helpful to you. All right, guys. So, oh, and by the way, speaking of with the Lord and music, I tried my little rendition of Lakeside there. That was, yeah, questionable. But there's a group out there called Take Six that they've been out there for a while. They're a cappella group and stuff, and they do mostly gospel songs. But I mean, they put pentatonics, and I hate to say it, but Manhattan Transfer, because there's 6 of them, and they're all like, preacher level brothers, man. They just really, I think they're at the top of the list of a cappella groups out there. And so Take 6 if you want to check them out. All right, don't forget to check out Silver Game of Thrones. Now, this weekend, I'm going to go back to JM Bullion. Not this weekend, next Friday, I'm going to go to JM Bullion, and I am going to make a move on some Ukrainian coins that I've been after. They're the last ones in my stack. I don't have a lot of I don't have any Ukrainian coins in my stack. I have a lot of Russian Federation coins, but I really want some of those Archangel Michael coins. So I'm just going to dig around, and I'm going to get what I can get. And it might not be many, but it'll be some. And it's just the last sovereign nation to my stack, and that's going to complete it in terms of the globalization of Silver 5150 stack. And to Florida Stacker out there, I am going to use my veterans discount this time. I mean it. All right, so I really appreciate you bringing that up more than once because it takes me 3 or 4 times to hear something to actually absorb it in my thick skull. But yes, shout out to Florida Stacker, man, for bringing that up about the veterans discount at JM Bullion. I'm going to take advantage of that. If you guys haven't watched Florida Stacker, the guy is on the money. He is on the money. He does his research. He's very technical about what he does. He's raising a family. He's doing good things. He's taking you around, taking you to coin shops, getting in there, getting in the trenches and talking to the guys behind the counter to find out what we can expect in the future from their perspective. And also, some ideas about, how to buy and discounts and what to stack and whatnot. The guy's brilliant. I think he's brilliant. So, Florida Stacker, check him out. All right. So, I got a surprise for you guys on Sunday. I'm going to put together a pretty big show. Ed Sullivan liked to say, a pretty big show tonight. I'm going to put a big show together for you guys on Sunday. I think what I'm going to do something like a lazy full stack. And it's going to be one of those ones where everything fits on the island and you're just going to poke through the boxes and see what's in there. And we're going to talk about what's going to happen in the markets next week. So there'll be that, and that's how we'll kick off our week next week. I think it's going to be a stellar week for silver. No matter how much or how little money the central banks of the world spend, we are going to definitely be able to take advantage of some serious price gains and hopefully some deals on those of you that are still buying silver. You'll be able to get some deals and stuff. So it'll be that. I'm going to go ahead and go for the weekend. I appreciate you guys joining me all week and us going through what we went through together. I like you guys. You're my silver family. I appreciate you very much. And so I have a question for you before I take off. We know that silver is going to revalue, and we're going to be watching vigilantly, and we're going to be, basically collaborating with each other to figure out how to spend this new wealth, all right? Or how to save it or what have you. But I have one question for you. You can answer in the comments if you want, or you can just kind of think about it. What will you want to spend your new wealth on? Or what would you want to spend doing with it? We know that we're going to be benevolent to our family and friends and stuff, and we're going to include them in a lot of our, celebration and whatnot, and all that. But, what is something that you want to do kind of for yourself? Something that you've never thought possible financially. But you will be able to do that if you stack as hard as you can, I believe. All right, and I'll stand by you on that. So just give it some thought. What would you want to do or spend your new wealth on? What would you want to do with it once it starts to materialize? We're talking $600 an ounce or more silver, more than likely, I think. And that's when the dollar will still be good. But silver will still be able to purchase stuff. $5,000 silver, dollar's no good. So good luck. You'll be on the gray market with that. All right. As always, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the thumbs up, the sharing, and the subscribing. Like I said, I love and appreciate all you guys. Silver Game of Thrones, if you're not watching him, you need to get with it because I'm telling you, it's very entertaining. Fred Gar, he's out there doing very hard work, making sure that we know where the deals are. He is an expert on eBay purchases. I'm going to be getting with him when I start sell stuff. Fred Gar is going to be my guy to go to. Fred Gar, Gar. Go-to guy to start offloading certain pieces to bring capital in or to bring income in and to pay bills off and stuff. He's going to be my eBay guy and set me up with PayPal and stuff. I'm going to get with him and collaborate with him on that. Make sure you check him out. He's got great shows on his channel as well. And then Florida Stacker, like I said, is always an excellent channel to view. And there's a bunch of the other stackers out there, guys. Silver Bridges, Stacking 3%er. Mike Maloney, if you're not checking him out, he's up in the clouds with the big guys and stuff. But yeah, all of it. Yankee Stacking, man, check these channels out. Just type stacking in your YouTube search and just lay there at night with your headphones on, man, and just dive in and immerse yourself in some excellent reporting, excellent research, excellent stories and ideas about the greatness of silver. All right, guys, have a great weekend and happy Easter, and we'll see ya.